It's 2024, which means, and this is pretty daunting to think about, this is my 10th list of the worst songs of the year, which you wouldn't know if you saw the playlist because earlier in 2024, YouTube took down the 2018 list for an absolutely stupid reason. Typical YouTube, huh? Anyhow, 2024 in regards to mainstream music seems to be generally well liked. I can't really say how much I agree or disagree with that. But now is no time to be raving at the good because these are the worst songs of 2024. Rules are that only one song per artist is eligible, and if a song came out last year but gained more popularity this year, it counts. Make sure to hit like on the video. I'm Gold Ninja Vlogspot. Let's start.
Come as a bitch, I should've known better. If I had a wish, I would've never.
Come on, holy, festive. Kickstarting this list is a song you might be surprised isn't higher. Personally, I feel as if a lot of the hate comes from JoJo Siwa herself being a hated figure rather than the actual song. I mean, the fact she tried to pass off gay pop as a legitimate genre is deserving of the backlash on its own. Yeah, hate to break it to you, but you did not invent homosexuality in music, which feels even more relevant in 2024 with the rise of Chapel Roan, among others. But yeah, I'm mostly focusing on the song itself here. And what a steaming pile of shit it is. The tacky, dated synth, the cheesy similes, the horribly contrived attempt to shed a child-friendly image.
Hey guys, I said bitch, I'm not mommy's little girl anymore.
And yet she won't drop the F-bomb. Also, to up the ante even more, the song got involved in a plagiarism case. The song was near universally panned. Well, this is what you get.
If I wanna hear your feedback, I'll let you know. When I wanna hear your feedback.
Number 9 is A Song to Forget. For those out of the loop, which is arguably everyone that isn't a pop punk or metalcore sucker, A Day to Remember were a pretty popular and well-liked band back in the day. I was never into them, but I didn't mind them. Then things went sour with their 2021 album that was widely considered a sellout move. And they went away for a while, and what do they cook in 2024? This hilariously dreadful clapback at the critics. Even if you can get past the generic beer commercial-esque dime a dozen riff and the grating distortion on Jeremy McKinnon's voice. The lyrics are so embarrassing with or without context. The song is basically Gay Bar if Gay Bar wasn't a self-aware comedy song. I'm not even kidding.
I wanna take you to a gay bar. When I wanna hear your feedback, let it go.
Amazing that we went from gay pop to gay bar, huh? And that god-awful mantra at the end.
If I want your feedback, I'll let you know, motherfucker.
Whether it's a creative choice, using the word creative loosely, or the notoriously trashy label Fueled by Ramen ruining it, this piece of bro metal nearly crosses into so bad it's good territory. But there's nothing fun about this, honestly.
This is how the story goes. Whoa.
Time for one of the punching bags of the year. It's hard to say if KSI was ever really taken seriously as a rapper. Hell, I remember the early days of his musical career when he was trying to get in on the UK grime scene. Rough stuff that was. Anyhow, nearly 9 years later, his reputation took a hit when, among other things, his involvement in Lunchley got slammed for selling, and this term may date the video considerably, slop to kids. And then this song got laughed out of the building. Described by Anthony Fantano as emo pop, seriously. The over-processed vocals, the horribly generic production, lyrics cheesier than the mouldy shit he's trying to sell. It sounds like it's a dead ringer for the top spot, but it's not quite as awful as some of the upcoming songs. Also, as weird of a choice it was to sample the iconic guitar riff of Snow Hey-O by Red Hot Chili Peppers, it's...
Just go 40-something million songs or so.
Actually somewhat of a creative sample. We'll get to the truly bad ones. Overall though, get out of here. Peter Capaldi would eat you alive.
It's a woman's world and you're lucky to be living in it.
If 2024 taught me anything, it's that an artist can kill their career not once, but twice. Katy Perry fell off hard with the whole Witness saga in 2017, and regained some relevance, but for all the wrong reasons. I've shown a good batch of songs with contrived feminist messages, but they all pale in comparison to this one. Even the most radical couldn't find a way to defend women's world. The focal point of criticism is that in a song that's supposed to celebrate women, she chooses to work with asshole Luke, and you only have to do a vague Google search to see why that's not just a red flag. It's a Moroccan flag draped on the surface of Uranus, and speaking of, this has comfortably the worst music video of the year. Everything about this is tacky. It's just tacky. And nobody was buying her defence that the video was satirical. Next.
Take a man, I'm getting him right. Big knock like, why would I fight? Hop back to the beat like, give me a light. Fat ass with a pants bit tight.
Ice Spice, the overhyped industry plant that is looking to be a one-year wonder because that hype totally died out. I actually switched between 3 songs here. Fat Butt and Think You the brackets Fart were both strong contenders, but despite having titles that tell you immediately how bad they are, they at least have decent beats. This one though, no. Just a stock drill beat alongside her needlessly aggressive rapping style, the dumb sound effects at the end of every line, and awful lyrics discussing her poo fetish.
I'm as poopy like I need a diaper.
She seemed like she was trying very hard to be her Barbie World collaborator Nicki Minaj, but why would anyone want to be her in 2024?
This little begging whore, talking about Megan's law. For a free beat, you get hit Megan raw. If you a ghostwriter, party in Megan's jaw.
Bigfoot coming in hot, bitches! Barefoot version exclusive to OnlyFans. The fall-off needs to be studied, they say. At the start of the year, Nicki Minaj had a feud with Megan Thee Stallion, but we all forgot about that in the light of another highly publicised feud in hip-hop, right? After Nicki took offence at one of Megan's lines in her song Hiss, Nicki lost her goddamn mind, going mental all over social media and releasing this horrible track. Oh, but it wrote records on Apple Music. You don't even need to dive into the song. Its title and artwork are a very clear dig at Megan's shooting at the hands of Tory Lanez. OGs remember when I went off on that guy on my worst songs of 2016 list. I was ahead of my time, don't you know? Weak bars, weak delivery, and what the f*** is that ASMR-like outro?
All the good pussy girl them.
Yeah, no surprise as who came out on top in this beef.
So I'm lighting up the sky, setting fire to your paradise.
TikTok, it's lazy ass sample o'clock. I was actually going to make this a 3-way honourable mention, alongside I Don't Wanna Wait by One Republic and David Guetta.
Shout out to his family.
And Whatever by Kygo and Ava Max, but I decided that the song I picked is clearly the worst out of the 3. This butcher job sees the forgotten pop star Ella Henderson team up with Rudimental. Remember their bangers like Feel the Love and Waiting All Night, maybe if you're in the UK. The result is a crappy drum and bass gentrification of Coolio's classic. Not to mention, trying to sample that song is very risky in the first place since Gangsta's Paradise is actually a Stevie Wonder sample, done very tastefully. Whereas Alibi tastes like apple tango left in the sun for 3 months, prone to any Rottweiler that chooses to take a piss in it like Ella and Rude and Mental did to Coolio here. Bronze medal of shame goes to this reviled hyperpop pastiche. I got to preface this by saying I do not get the hype for Charlie XCX at all. I think she sucks. I've never heard a song of hers that I even remotely enjoy. That's my hot take for this video because honestly, this is a pretty safe list. But I couldn't justify putting anything from Brat on this list when you've got Camila Cabello attempting to copy her in the worst way possible. That hook beats you over the head like a baseball bat on fire. It's like brain rot in musical form. And then it gets even worse with Playboi Carti's feature. Hey, it's always nice when non-English speakers break into English language markets. Seriously, what the f*** was he trying to accomplish with that slurred delivery? The synths are also pretty awful. All in all, it shows that Havana was just a fluke because nothing else Camila has put out has come close to reaching the quality of that song.
Filipino or Korean, I don't even know what she is. I just been tagging the man.
Speaking of people trying to pass off slurring as rapping, step up the guy with an ironic name. Since this is more than a passing resemblance to 2017 mumble rap bullshit. It sounds like he recorded it under 10 blankets with a kid's Echo mic. It sounds like he wrote this using Tails Wisp translator and Sonic Colors before it was fully developed. It sounds like he sang it while getting a filling done by some kind of demon dentist. I kind of want to give some credit to the strings in the production, but when he does that moaning noise in the chorus, if you can call it that, I can't pay attention to anything else. Absolute pig shit. Before getting on to number 1, I'm actually doing something slightly different this year. I'm still doing honourable mentions, or horrible mentions, but this time these songs aren't straight up terrible, but they're duds from artists I generally enjoy or at least expect better from. And so we play for Coldplay to make an album like Viva La Vida again. First we have this contrived pop rap mess from a band who have, to be fair, done worse things, but it's bland, sanitised, sounds nothing like a band. It's more like Little Sims featuring Coldplay, Burna Boy and whoever the hell else. There's just nothing to latch on to. Every rose has its thorn, and every great album has a stinker. Well, not quite, but this is the one brown spot on Green Day's pretty damn good Return to Form album. And the disc just fell out. The lyrics are laughably bad, especially when combined with Billie Joe Armstrong's scream singing on the chorus. It's a mismatch. It's like the record label went,
Hey Billy, you're bisexual, right? Well, this album ain't complete without an anthem for Pride Month.
Also, the discount Weezer instrumentation doesn't help either. I mean, I've never been a fan of the Black Keys. I always found them overhyped. But they've got a good batch of good songs, and this is far from one of those. The generic car commercial sound and hooks, the shoddy ass production, and this has come from two guys who always all over mainstream music. Nah, but let's nominate this for a Grammy. Yeah, this one sucks to talk about. Kasabian is a great band who have had nothing but W's in their discography, give or take, until this year when they released easily their worst album to date. Oh, who am I kidding? It's clear that I'm the only one who still gives a f*** about this band in 2024. Oh yeah, one of my commenters has a Kasabian profile picture. Anyhow, Cool is weak as hell, weak vocals, terrible lyrics, generic club beat. Right, let's get into number one.
And all your shorty wants to reach all these.
And number one, here it is. Here it f***ing is. The Drake-Kendrick feud made headlines this year. I never really cared for it at all. Actually, truth be told, I was sick of hearing about it almost as much as I'm sick of anything Taylor Swift. But it certainly caused Drake's stock to drop. And if it means he isn't spewing out music at the pace of a cheetah on an overpowered travelator, then I'm all Team Kendrick. He released a few songs this year that I didn't bother hearing. One of them is 7 minutes long. How about no? But then I was informed about the existence of Wag One Delilah. In case it wasn't obvious, this is a new version of the Plain White Tee song everyone loves until they find out it's borderline stalking. Performed by Canadian comedian Snow Day, with Drake singing a verse for whatever reason. It's filled with Toronto slang and unfunny gags and whatever the f*** that bridge is.
Oh, if you're trying to hit it, look on the TDRBC, Scotiabank RBC.
The auto-tune is so excessive it led many to believe it was AI generated, but nope, it's real. It's real, alright. And it's conclusive proof Drake has well and truly lost the plot. Started from the bottom, now we're back, indeed. That's my list. What are your worst songs of the year? Let me know in the comments. Check out the previous editions, well, all except one. Leave a like on the video and thanks for watching.